It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears, and it's coming up next.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Levis going to the air right away. He completes it to Boyd. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Levis's throw taken in by Ridley here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Levis out of the shotgun now. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side on the swing pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Levis on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Williams on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Williams throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Playmakers.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet from 6 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action now. Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Levis looking to throw. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here's Jones. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Back to throw again.
That pass complete to Moore.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First and 10. Here's Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Williams. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
First and 10, it's Levis.
This one caught by Ridley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Levis back to throw. He finds his man, Pollard.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Levis.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bears now ready to take over again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to throw. Williams.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Williams, flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now Williams on 1st and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 6 now.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Back to throw. Williams over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go. Get it now. That's what it is.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 31-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Williams. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Williams now to throw on 3rd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. In motion right is Ridley. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Pollard again. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that is caught. Hits Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Levis looking to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Okonkwo
from 8 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Swift going to try up the middle.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Back to the running game with Swift.
He gets away from one, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Off the bootleg, Williams.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Williams. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Will Levis in the offense back out there.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Levis now off of play action. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, here's Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Folk's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Williams throwing to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called the zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. That pass complete to Moore. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
On the return, Jackson. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Levis. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Levis. He finds his man, Pollard.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Now Levis.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Ready up.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Williams now on 1st down.
And again back to Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Williams throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
10 more there and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Williams gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Levis back to throw.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Levis to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Levis on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Levis. And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. And Levis going back to the air. Slant pass to Boyd.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Folk's kick is good.
And that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Levis and the Titans now
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:38 to go. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores.
Levis to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Levis.
Complete. Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Levis in trouble. Down he goes.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Levis.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, man. Let's ride, dog. What's the deal, y'all?
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Levis sets up to throw here. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th down, Levis.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
This is 1st and 10. Levis to throw once more. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.